The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First carry now for Doug Martin, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Drops it off to Martin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. With it is Brown. And now running right through it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Play action. Now Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with a... Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On 3rd down, Taylor. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Josh Bynes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51 and a half, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Second down, Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the site. Of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go play action here on first down. Levante David in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. He targets Jordan Matthews and it's caught. They call it a gain of 19 and it moves the chains. This is McCoy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here we go. On second down, here's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Jameis to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left. They've got his man, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, Winston. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go!
After the interception, here's Taylor. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action with Taylor. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Here we go!
10th carry now for McCoy. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Give him 18 on that one, as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Fresh set of downs here.
Come on, let's go!
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Taylor to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! 4 down. Let's go!
They go play action now. Taylor. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Left side here, caught by Clay. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first. They'll run it with McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Play was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. it's Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Taylor being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st down, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The swing pass caught. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's caught. Humphreys 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Jameis on second down. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's McCoy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Bills on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
With it is Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2nd down, Winston. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Winston now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Red zone opportunity. On on second down, Martin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run for it with Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin in the final minute. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Fighting through it. He's got space. 30. The 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big run there by McCoy. 62 yards on the ground. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.